Where was this?
In Hag Hut.
Some nods. When was this?
After we helped you escape.
Shortly after?
Mm-hmm. Luudo went back in looking for his big friend, the man, and we couldn't find him, and the daughter showed up.
And what did she do?
She's bad.
Yes, she is. They all are. I hate them.
Mama has had lots of daughters, but this one's bad. She said something about wanting to go fight people, and she giggled, and she grabbed Luudo. I didn't like that, but Luudo told me to stay in because I didn't want to get caught.
Smart. As cats normally are.
Yes. So I watched, and Luudo screamed when he went in front of this shiny glass, and I saw 2 Luudos, but there was one in the reflection, but it wasn't a reflection. It was actually real this time. And there was 2 Luudos. I could smell them, and the other one smelled bad.
Well, to be fair, the original one...
The other one smelled like bad gas and newborn.
Newborn kitten? Or newborn...
Newborn baby.
Human.
Yes, but he was big for newborn. Fully grown. It was strange.
Was smell the only difference?
I can smell the difference.
Was there any other difference between them except smell?
Yeah, me.
Oh.
I wasn't on him. There weren't the right tattoos on him.
On the new one?
On the new one.
And this is the old one here?
Yeah, this is the old one.
Okay.
I'd know.
Good. And since then he's forgotten. Do you...
Yeah, I had to tell him my name. Silly Luudo.
Yeah, he is...
But we can talk, so it's okay.
Good.
I tell him things.
Will you please tell him that all of us... Well, you saved me, so you can tell him about me, but the others, they were his friends before I met him. And...
yeah, I remember.
Good. So...
See, I was hiding, and I don't think they saw me, because they thought maybe I was a tattoo. And I was good at hiding.
Good. Yes, you are.
Can you scratch behind my ear?
Yeah, gladly. Saun starts
No,
scratching.
No, the other one.
Start scratching.
That one always. That's good. That's enough.
Okay, so it sounds like okay. Yeah, understandable. Tell me.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
What do you want to know?
No. I said tummy. Do you want the tummy scratch?
No.
Okay, just checking. My bear sometimes does. Have you met bears?
I think you had something that smelled like a bear, but it was it's that thing right there. And she paws at your pouch where you got the bear. Yeah, it kind of looks like a bear, I guess.
Well, that's because of this, and I pet it. But then I'm like, okay, so we don't have much time. Do you want me to tell anything to the rest of the party? It sounds like Luudo's gonna stay here. We're gonna try and help him, but it seems like our best bet is to find this.
Yeah, tell Zephyros that try not to step on me, and Fereosae. I really want to know what Pixel tastes like, but don't worry, I won't eat her. And Luudo's fine here. He seems to like it. He swings his sword a lot. And I don't want to be eaten by Mokrenom. And the old man still smells.
Yeah. Son listens carefully.
The spell ends.
Yeah, no, I get it. Son like doesn't show that fact at all.
Okay.
He's still listening, like
The
conversing.
cat just prattles on for a while and then actually nips your hand and then calms down. It realizes something's wrong. And...
Yeah. So I wave to the cat. And I'll walk back and I'll relay all this information.
Okay.
Starting with Zephyros, don't stamp on the cat. If I were to say feed Pixel to Shelsa. Mokrenom, don't eat Shelsa. Old man, you still smell. And also, apparently the hags made a twin of Luudo, and but the twin doesn't have the cat. That's probably the best way to tell about the twin. He doesn't have the tattoos, and obviously the cat doesn't know what was the purpose of this.
Ew.
But this was shortly after they freed me from prison, and he tried to rescue the big man. I don't know who that is.
I would assume.
Who?
Manny, Mandreas, those two were inseparable when we last saw them. They had a sort of big guy, little guy duo going on.
Which one was big?
I think Luudo was big in personality but small in stature, whereas Mandreas was the reverse.
Right.
Oh, I miss Manny. How come Luudo doesn't come over to talk to us? He's all acting all weird.
He doesn't remember us.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
He's been cursed.
It's not good when you get a memory thing eaten.
Yes, I hope that never happens to me. I like my memories all where I leave them.
Oh, yeah.
It
Yeah, if
makes
you're
you
not
feel
careful, you can leave important things behind when you're shape-changing.
Oh,
Can you really?
Yeah?
Mokrenom, did you keep anything for Luudo?
Oh, I've got lots of things that for keeping.
Do you have any alcohol?
He thinks for a second.
I don't remember if he's keeping anything for Luudo, but
Currently I don't have anything for Luudo. I've got things for the professor, I've got things for keeping from Zephyros and from Fereosae, and from an unseen servant of all things, and from Saun, and from many, many, many others.
nothing for Luudo. Okay.
No, Luudo seemed to like to keep things himself. I liked him for that.
Yeah, I remember when Luudo freed me, he said leave no Manny behind. So,
Oh, yeah.
That's
Manny
probably
was
coming
nice.
up.
I don't have anything for Manny either, although Manny was very strong and he could keep things for himself too.
that's helpful.
Mokrenom, I've been meaning to try something. I have a moment.
Aw.
I'll walk over here and I'll cast audio-visual hallucination. And I will have it. It functions like auditory hallucination, so I can like make it appear as something I don't necessarily know, but Mokrenom would know.
Yep.
I'm gonna make it appear as someone other than us who has something in Mokrenom's belly, and I'm gonna walk it around the corner and say hello to Mokrenom and see if he's still keeping things for me, and ask him if he could maybe give it back so I can be on my way.
Give me a D3. And then he gets a will save.
Yes. 3.
Okay. He's got a +6 will save.
It should be
He gets an 11.
25.
Oh, it's you!
You want to roll? You want to roll 3d4s? 3d4 subtract 3.
3d4 subtract 3. Okay. 1.
Okay.
Oh, it's you.
Oh, yes. Good to see you, Mokrenom. I don't know. I mean, his voice comes out as something meaningful, but.
Oh, yeah, I've got your case right here for you.
Oh, thank you. I'm in a hurry.
Hold on a second.
And Mokrenom, with renewed vigor, after being quasi-healed from the disease, hops off of Zephyros. You don't know who he's fucking talking to, but he pukes up what looks like a potion case.
On second thought, I don't need it anymore. You fellows, you guys just take care of this for me. Thanks for storing it, though, Mokrenom. I must go. Goodbye.
Oh, that was very nice of you. Hey.
He'll walk around the corner and disappear, and then I'll walk back out and go, oh, who was that?
Yeah, Saun is like barely keeping it together watching this. He's confused as shit. He's basically in Mokrenom's position. Who the fuck was that?
Give me a D100.
Is this where shit goes bad?
74.
Nice. And okay. There's this beautiful dark wood case that is sitting there, and it's got like carved into it a bull, an owl, an eagle, a cat, a bear, and a which one am I missing? A fox.
Bull, owl, eagle, cat, bear, fox,
And
ornate wooden bowl.
yeah, the bull, cat, bear, fox, owl, eagle are in that order, and they seem to be like six kind of like squares where they're carved on top of the box, and when you open it up, there are little potions in the 6 slots of the box.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. It appears to be a box full of bull's strength, owl's wisdom, cat's grace, bear's something, fox. I mean, you understand, of course.
Oh yeah, that belonged to the transmuter.
Oh, what a generous fellow.
Oh yeah, he's weird.
Strange of him to walk up here.
He's a wizard.
He must have teleported in and back
Yeah,
out.
makes sense.
Oh, I wonder how he knew I was here.
Yeah, that's a good question. Are we being tracked?
Wizards are serious.
Did you not?
Wait, what do you mean not serious? How did they know about the teleport here? Are we being tracked? It sounds like super concerned.
I think we're all right.
Oh
How do we
no!
know that?
Oh no! The transmuter is here. He's like a shape-changing wizard. He might be
Any one of us?
Yeah, Mokrenom seems to be completely fooled and now panicky a little bit.
So
I
is
think
Saun.
we should all calm down, everyone. I have it on good authority. He seems.
It's you, isn't it? Sounds like you're the transmuter.
No.
Mokrenom, get him.
Oh,
Sounds like. Let's see. How far is Saun from the professor?
Like 20 feet away.
Saun starts running. The professor trying to tackle him to the ground.
I will do my ability to go invisible and step aside.
Well, this is also like an initiative type thing. So, I mean, this is a combat action.
There is a humorous sort of befuddlement. I really don't want to roll a combat between the two of you.
I don't know. Seems important.
Doesn't mean anything. So Saun goes stumbling after the professor. Mokrenom's thoroughly confused, and the professor is wandering away invisible.
I had to know, Marty. I had to know if I could do that with Buchrabech. You keep saying he's got stuff. I don't know how much is in there, and I don't think we necessarily need to play all the games out where we just
Well,
recast
you've got some potions because of it.
Oh.
free bank Mokrenom.
How did you know who to turn into, or like who to imitate?
These phantasms, these particular hallucinations, nobody else would have seen that except for Mokrenom, and I guess I could have included you guys in it, but it sort of just comes from Mokrenom's mind.
So it's like basically he fills in the blanks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so basically somebody who deposited a thing for keeping, Mokrenom imagined. And you tricked him into giving up a weird case full of potions.
No, I had to know. We're low on potions.
Okay, it appears that you guys have done some healing, some conversing with Shelsa, and then some hijinks with Mokrenom. What is the next thing? Ludo's watching all of you. Like, he kind of watched what was going on. He probably now learns that Mokrenom is a creature, like by watching, or relearns.
I'm gonna wait for Buchrabech to leave the shelter, and then I'll dismiss the shelter.
Okay.
Buchrabech, I wanted to make you a deal.
Yes, Buchrabech likes deals, but not as much as Bompa Dumba Dumba.
Of course. If you want to use this pearl every day that we're together to cure someone of disease, if you can sell those services and give me a modest cut, I would be happy to support your business.
I feel very guilty charging full price for such castings in such a dire time. There are some of my clergy fellows that are most despicable and are raising prices.
Of course.
Of course, they did not learn the lesson that the hand that gives, it takes twice as much in the end.
Indeed. But if there are people
The
of
other way
means-
around.
If there are people of means that are in need of services, feel free to charge them, and if you need it, it's here.
Buchrabech will make this deal with you. It is good.
Okay, you want to make a note that you've lent it to him, and
Yes,
Yeah.
I will happily do that.
Oh, by the way, Marty, last 30-something hour day that we had, I rolled a 1 when trying to shoot one of the guys that were fucking with the owlbear. So that gave me a -1 dex. Was that temporary?
Yeah, that healed overnight.
Okay,
You
that's what I wanted to check.
restore 1 ability point per ability score overnight without aid. So that is gone.
Okay.
Yeah, Buchrabech is gladly making that deal with you guys. I think the carriage is gone, but I imagine you're summoning another one the next morning.
Yes, I am. I will go over to the carriage house, to the barn, and I will knock on the door. And, hey, carriage driver, we're ready to go. Where are you? And notice him not there. Look a bit.
Yeah, you just see the frilled surprise sitting up in the hayloft, because I think that was the only thing that was left inside the carriage.
Damn, where did he go? Ah, yes. There he is. Okay, and I'll summon it and have him drive out, climb in back, and pull around.
Are you leaving the frilled surprise in the barn, or are you taking him with you this day?
I mean, I'll say, hey, shouldn't you come along with us? I don't know if it'll listen to me.
I think he'll just follow.
He'll follow Saun if Saun makes an appearance. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if the full surprise isn't around us, he will absolutely go and fetch him.
Yeah, apparently the frilled surprise was competent enough to make his own lunch out of barn mice and a couple of big spiders. And
Good for him.
yep.
Yeah, when we get back, someone would like to walk past the circle where Luudo is at if he's still there.
Yep.
We being me, Saun and the frilled surprise. Just kind of wave to Luudo and shout like, we'll try to find your twin. Maybe we'll cure you. If not, then sorry.
He scampers up. Fereosae, right?
No, Saun.
No. Yes, your name is Saun. I know your names, thanks to Shelsa. You're Fereosae, right?
No, I'm Saun.
He's looking at Fereosae.
Yes.
Saun says that
Fereosae.
anyway.
You're... He looks down at the cat. A witch?
Yes.
And
I serve the spirit of autumn.
And a bard?
I am a singer of curses.
Okay.
And of blessings.
Noise rock.
So you're a ward?
I like to think of myself as a curse singer or a...
Yeah, I'm not going to say it.
The herald of autumn.
I'm not going to say it the other way. That's what he says.
Stop giggling. He picked up.
If you can help Luudo with his problem, I'd appreciate it very much. I've heard of good thieves, but mind thieves? That's some freaky deaky
keep
stuff.
Our ears open for information about it. I think that if you have the holes, there's some sort of thing that can go on your head and control you, and it extracts a cost while it's there, eats away at the memories. I think that Ezri experienced it when she traveled from what she says from Heshmala. Through some intermediate place, some dead place, maybe in the same way that Garden is dead. But while she was traversing it, she had one of these things with her.
Okay. So if you find a way to make it all better, that would be good.
Yeah, it would. So I'll keep my ears open as a bard, and we'll look through knowledge. The professor can look through knowledge as well. We'll see if we can find a way to bring your memories back.
In the meantime, Saun kind of, gets Ludo's attention. Don't even take a look at your skull. I am a medic. Maybe I'll see something that could be mechanically corrected.
No, we're good.
All right.
Yeah.
You want to join?
No, but when you do go and try to hunt down my what? Yeah, when you go and
doppelganger.
My doppelganger. That sounds right.
That's what it is.
Come get me.
Like before we hunt them?
Yeah.
Okay. We don't have enough NPCs. We could always use more.
I bet you my doppelganger's not training as hard as I am.
Certainly not. And Luudo, do not forget your promise to Zellara. Though the memory is gone, she will still hold you to it.
Saun turns to Zephyros, like, who the fuck's he talking about?
Yeah, I know. I got stuff to do here first, though.
In time. Driver!
Shelsa says you still smell.
What? I'll say
she's right. She's right. It's fair.
What? Shelsa?
Luudo stands there, the cat sitting quietly beside him, and he just watches his former companions go, not realizing how close he was to those jerks.
You may never know.
Yeah, as we walk away, Saun turns around. He's like, clean up that waste well. The nation's counting on you.
Oogway bows to all of you guys and seems to...
Wait, Oogway's there?
Yeah, Oogway is dressed in like a trainee gi and is joining some of the other trainees.
Yeah.
It is the place where former PCs go. it at least explains for the two of them how come they've gone up so many levels. They've been training with the Grandmaster.
that makes some sense.
Yeah, exactly.
May
All
we
right.
not end up here.
Yeah, right.
Sooner or later.
You see Vencarlo watching you guys leave from afar. He just like doesn't wave enthusiastically or anything like that. But you guys leave.
Saun does.
Yep.
Saun's absolutely like, yeah. See ya, bro. Till next time.
Things go back to business at the Orisini Fighting Academy. Where are you guys headed from here?
I think Somnambulance is compound.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, Marty, so what is the name? Because over various sessions I've heard Halls of Somnolence, Hall of Sleepers, Hall of Somnambulance. Which one is it?
So Sleepers is probably the nickname.
That's what I thought.
Somnolence just means to be sleepy and lazy.
Yes, that's accurate.
And you guys are called. So you want it to be called the Halls of the Somnambulance. Okay, give me a second.
I don't think that's a word.
I was about to say maybe I'm not English enough. I don't know.
You're more English than any of us.
Somnambulism is a thing. Somnambulant.
Yes, it's a disorder of sleep involving complex motor acts that occur primarily during the first third of the night, but not during REM sleep.
Yeah. Sleepwalking. Yeah. Somnambulance. Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's wrong, though. Sleepwalking is like, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to chill. Somnolence is better. Yeah, I like somnolence. I'm going to be calling it somnolence.
This could be a movie title. Come on. Look at this.
What's
Somnambulism.
Probably is, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a B-movie horror.
Yeah, some horror movie.
All right, so I'm gonna grab your tokens from the. All right. So
as we are walking toward the halls, I'm assuming there's like, let's say 10 minutes between the two locations, at least. So, Luke, I think your sound's dead. Saun pulls out like two Dutch masters and is rolling like the finest blonde you've ever seen. It's like thick and juicy and everything you could have dreamed of. And if anyone asks, or if nobody does, he assumes someone does anyway, and he explains to Mokrenom that it is customary when you return to our abode to give a gift to my grandpa, and that's what I'm preparing.
Oh, okay.
You don't need to make a gift. Your presence is gift enough.
Oh, all right.
As you guys are approaching, this is the compound that you're heading towards. This particular observatory tower is, where your great-grandfather spends most of his time. There is a larger compound that's kind of like a castle in the middle of a very busy city that's been overgrown, and I will kind of expose the halls of somnambulance to you. There is an observatory tower, which is that thing here. And then there are other buildings that you grew up in, including a great hall where your grandfather sits and eats and sleeps, as well as
That's cool.
As well as a west tower, a south tower, and kennels. Your family raises dire huskies.
Nice. Although, well, not really very chill, but sure. Let's say they're like the chill huskies, like Alaskan Malamutes.
Sure. They are dire though, as in they grow very big.
Yeah, no, big but chill. Like that's the key here.
Which
way are we looking from? Like that picture on the left, Marty, is that from the from the square, or is that from
that
the
is
outside?
that is from like you're on the edge of the neighborhood, which is a higher plateau than the actual main plateau itself. So you're from the workman's neighborhood, looking up into the richer district, which I guess needs a name. So we need a name for. We need a name for this particular district right here that does contain palaces, very rich homes, and maybe even a palace of belonging to the sovereigns. It is not their main palace, but it is a functional home for the sovereignty.
Can we call it Matapan?
The what?
Matapan.
What does that mean?
It is a neighborhood in Boston that's on a slight, like, elevated plateau relative to the rest of the city, and it's like the shadiest, dirtiest ghetto in the entire city. I lived right next to it. That's why I know.
It is the opposite of this. So
yeah, but it is on the plateau.
The Highlands.
The Highlands. The we'll call it the Noble's Perch.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, yes, our token is the scarage.
Wait, is the scarage on the?
Yeah.
Okay. You do have to, like, while the halls are visible as you're going through the streets, you do have to actually go through a gate, which is somewhat of a lift and a gate. There are stairs. It is guarded. And the group of you sees that there are not only station guards there, but a couple of gray maidens that are standing guard at the gates as well. They are checking people's papers at the gate. You get a glimpse of this from afar. I don't know if you guys are marching right through, but
and these are. Did what's her face? Crescenda give us any papers? Does anyone remember?
You have papers because you live in the halls.
Okay, so this isn't like a plague time thing.
You don't know. There are 6 guards that are checking things that are going to and fro, or at least checking things that are going into the Noble's Perch district, and there are 2 gray maidens in their shiny armor and red plumes that are just observing. This is odd. Like it's a bit more security than you remember when you were leaving.
Well, and also people don't generally just go to that area. But is this just to the halls, or is it to the entire?
It is to
Perch?
to this entire neighborhood that I'm.
Okay. Well, that makes sense then.
Yep.
Yes. Saun turns back.
Give me a survival check, Saun.
Tracking or normal?
No, just normal.
Oh, actually, hold up. I think. Oh, yeah, no, never mind. 38.
You know of a trail that you found as a kid that actually bypasses this, and it kind of goes up. You're seeing the map right now where I'm pointing, right?
Mm-hmm.
The trail goes between the two neighborhoods. It's a footpath. You're not going to be able to get the wagon up there, but it is a place that you were told not to bring outsiders to when you were a kid, because they'd shut it down or put a big gate there or block it off. But it is a way between the 2 neighborhoods because the Halls of Somnolence are so close.
Yeah, I guess we stop. Someone turns back to her and is like, can all of you become invisible?
Yes. I might be able to talk my way through it, but yes, I can become invisible.
It's best for them not to remember you, is the point. It's less about getting through. It's It's more about I'd rather these guards not remember too many of us.
Fair enough. Let's find a little spot off to the side here where we can do our business then.
Somnolence is the word, not somnambulance. Somnolence means sleepy or drowsy.
That's what I thought.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fixing it in all the places that I see it.
It's right on the Grand Station map.
Okay. So yeah, you do know a way. Now I don't know if you're mentioning that to your fellows.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. I'd rather just squeeze through invisible.
Are you approaching the gate? It looks like you could see that.
I asked everyone to turn invisible. Fereosae said she could. Neil's offline. Professor, can you become invisible?
Yes, of course, yes.
We'll probably need to do that to squeeze through this gate. I don't think we need to be... Once we're out of sight of the gate, we don't need to stay invisible, but for you guys, it's best to not be seen here. It's kind of a noble neighborhood, and they'll require papers that I have, but we would need to forge for you, and it's better for them to just not see you.
Yes, of course. Well, are we driving right through the gate then?
Invisible?
Yes, we could go invisible, and you'll be the only occupant of the carriage. Seems the appropriate neighborhood for such a thing.
Fair enough. Is Zephyros just gonna duck real low and not be seen under the seats?
I think he probably has invisibility. Let's see if he has it prepared.
Zephyros almost always, I think, has an invisibility and probably also a fly. I'm going to go invisible and fly quite a ways up.
Okay, yeah, that allows you to avoid a lot of problems. Zephyros, it looks like he prepares an invisibility. He can cast it and just sit in the back of the wagon. Pixel's going to go with Fereosae. Buchrabech is not invisible.
Can any of you make Buchrabech invisible?
Yeah, I will spell recall invisibility and cast it again.
Mokrenom's going to turn into a chest. The frilled surprise is just a lizard.
Yeah. I instruct him to fly down and conceal himself.
Okay, Buchrabech is asking Bampa Damba forgiveness for bypassing lawful taxes, but doesn't seem to stop you from doing the thing. Saun, you're turning. Oh, you're riding up on the bench.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not turning invisible.
Okay, you've got a guard that the ghostly horses and the scarriage seem to draw some attention. Like all 6 guards wander over. They put their hands up. Even the 2 gray maidens wander over. And the 2 gray maidens seem to take control of the situation as if they're going to do the questioning.
Yeah, I kind of, I guess I say out loud so that the professor would hear me. Please stop the car, carriage.
And the driver up front?
Yeah, well, I'm saying it in the direction of the driver, but I'm saying it such that the professor would hear.
I'll definitely follow Saun's lead on control.
There's a husky voice from this almost 6 foot tall woman, probably over 6 foot tall, in her armor. Interesting.
But she's not one of the ones we raised.
Interesting conveyance, she says. The other one is kind of like keeping an eye, like she's expecting some other trouble and is not paying attention to you, but looking away.
Could tell you the same thing. What changed?
I'm sorry?
It's been a while since I've been to the station. I live just up the street in the halls of the sleepers, and this is not how it used to be when I left.
Many things have changed, she says. Papers?
I hand them to her.
Okay. She looks at them. She looks you over like Saun looks like he crawled out of a bush.
It's not unfair.
and then glances at like the spirit horse, and then finally looks at the papers. She adjusts her helm a little bit, like she's taking a closer look.
I'll just wait.
You're one of the sleepers. She closes the little wallet paper like thingy and hands it back.
Yeah. Song grabs it, looks for stamps. Did she put any stamps in there?
Nope.
Unsafe. So what changed? Why the increased security? Is it because of the blood veil?
Troublemakers.
Still, even with the plague?
She's now like, what's in the wagon?
Me. Like I open the door. Like here.
You hop out and open the door.
Well, I open the door from the inside, I guess, because I'm inside as I'm talking to her.
Oh, you were inside. Okay.
Yeah. No, this is like full blown pimping.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Talking to the parking attendant.
What is that?
What's she referring to?
The
Like,
sparking lizard sitting on a bench.
Oh, it's my pet. It's the frilled surprise.
Do you have papers for that?
No. There never used to be papers. So there's lots and lots of animals in the halls. None of them have papers. Or do they now? When did that change?
I advise you to get papers for this dangerous thing.
It is not dangerous. Look at it. And I like scratch it, see.
You scratch it and there are like sparks coming off of it. and like your hair stands up a little bit.
See, he's friendly. Okay, thank you. Where can I get those papers?
She seems bored with your prattling at this point in time, and now she's looking back to where another cart is approaching. Don't bring that beast out in public without papers next time, she says.
But where can I get the papers?
Not my problem.
That's helpful. Thank you. Goodbye, officer. Climb back in, close the door.
Yep.
Mush!
Okay. Yeah, super not very helpful. Papers for dangerous beasts? I guess so.
Yeah, but he's not dangerous, so there's no reason. Yeah, Saun forgets her immediately. He's close to home. He smells the aroma of home.
You ride up to the front gate.
But we were just at. Oh no, because this was the gate of the district.
Yeah, yeah, and you can see that there are children playing in the courtyard, as is expected. There are lots of people that live here.
I jump out of the cart and I approach the children.
These children have multicolored streamers. Some of them, because they're half giants, are like man size, but they're still children. Others are more human-sized children, and they seem to be playing. They seem to be playing a game of tag.
Where did you get those tokens, Marty?
Yeah, those kids are awesome.
Holy shit! This looks like a terrible run fair, and I love it. This is awesome. Do I recognize any of them?
Well, you're all probably like distant relations from each other, or like family friends sort of thing. So yeah, you recognize all of them. You probably have like babysat the whole group of them.
Right.
And sleeping by the front gate is Uncle Zong. He's not actually your uncle, but everyone just calls him Uncle Zong. And let me get Uncle Zong's token. As the dog named God is a really old dog.
Yes, there's a god named Dog.
No. Dog named God, and is Uncle Zong's really, really old dog. And like we're talking like it's a 20-year-old dog at least. And the dog named God is like ricketing, like trying to stand up when it sees you guys at the portcullis, And old Zong is just sleeping in a rocking chair that he must have pulled up to the next to the portcullis. You open these two big doors, and then there's a portcullis that is down, and old Zong is sleeping, and the only one that's kind of like noticed your approach is the dog named God.
I assume I remember the dog.
Yeah, he's
okay.
He's
yeah,
old.
I'm fucking all over it. Like,
okay, you're like sticking your hands through the portcullis and
because portcullis is down.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, I hug the dog and
it crawls up to the gate and sniffs at your hand, and one eye kind of opens up a little bit bigger than the other, like it recognizes you, and then it kind of like smacks its mouth up a little bit to like get its tongue juices going, and then finally licks one of your fingers. the thing is ancient. Huh?
Yeah. Is the dog making that sound or
no? Uncle Zong is waking up.
Oh, like, hey, Uncle.
Neil said he's having internet connection problems. It comes back online.
He scratches at an old. He scratches at this really old homespun sweater that he's wearing, and adjusts his little hat, and puts a cigarette in his mouth, and starts to feel around.
Yeah, Son waits. Son knows that Uncle's fucking blind without his glasses, so he waits.
Hey, would you do a righteous deed for an old guardsman?
Oh my God.
I've done lots of righteous deeds for your uncle. You want to open the portcullis? This is Son.
Whoa. I was having a dream about bears.
Nice.
Yeah, happens a lot.
All right. You've come back.
Back, baby. Son pulls out a joint. It's like, hey, check this out. This is from Bastera.
Oh. There's some good Bastera stuff. You didn't put any cactus needles in here, did you?
I think they actually do, but apparently it makes it better.
Spiky. He seems to have the same problem as before, as it's not lit.
Yeah. Son pulls out one of his 7 lighters.
Yep.
And lights it.
Okay, so you pull out your flint and steel or whatever it is, or tinder twig or whatever. Thanks there, Son.
And this is all through the portcullis.
Yeah, it's all through the portcullis. Like he's like,
okay.
Hey, I never knew they made horses that way.
Yeah, they don't. This is a ghost. It'll disappear, but it rides just the same. It's kind of convenient, actually. You don't need to feed them. And some people are even scared of them for some reason.
What do you think, dog? Makes a little whining noise. Yeah.
That thing's still around. Have you gotten to smoke?
He's still kicking around. I think he's still got something to do.
It's understandable.
There's still something he's holding on to, isn't there, boy?
Yeah, like life. Speaking of life,
yeah,
I gotta see Grandpa Vladimir.
Oh?
Grandpa Vladimir, my grandfather.
Oh, I heard you. I was just wondering to myself why a great-great-grandson is in a hurry to see his great-great-grandfather.
Oh, I'm not in a hurry. I do have to see him, but I'm not rushing.
Yep. Only fools rush in. He starts smoking.
Yeah, Son does too. You're not supposed to rush at the compound.
Okay. At this point in time, like the party members are all looking outside the wagon. There seems to be a problem at the gate.
I guess as Son is smoking, he, after some time, recalls that there is actually like people waiting. So he's like,
bunch of the children go running up to the gate and they're yelling, "Hi, Son!" and they're like excited about the horse. I'm gonna dream about spirit horses tonight. No, I'm gonna dream about spirit horses tonight.
Yeah, I guess Saun ducks down, finds the ugliest child of them all, and is like, "So have you been out of the compound since I left?"
No,
That's what I thought. Okay,
it's bad out there.
that's not wrong.
People are sleepwalking. They don't know how to sleep. They don't know how to walk. They all gonna laugh.
It's not wrong.
They're children. They're too young for any sort of hallucinogen, but there's all sorts of joyous things that keep them occupied.
That's great.
Yeah.
Saun does not offer drugs to children. To which,
Yeah, spirit horses. I wonder if they're good dreams or bad dreams.
you know, I haven't slept in one of these carriages, but I reckon that'd be good because they are very obedient. There's nothing evil about them.
I see why you brought them here. Fuel for the fire. Fuel for the fire.
Son recalls the fact that Uncle's tolerance isn't what it used to be, so he just nods.
Are you coming in? Yeah, bring the spirit horses in.
Am I coming in, Uncle?
Oh, yeah. He kind of doesn't finish the joint. He kind of like puts it out against the stone wall and sticks it behind his ear. And,
together with 6 others.
Yeah. He's got lots of things in his cap, and he goes over. Stand back, you too.
Yes.
And he waits for the dog named God to wander, kind of like rickety legs, kind of wander past him. The children all go running around the corner and get distracted with hula hoops and with like multicolored balls. And the portcullis does creak open, and riding in is your scarriage. Children are running alongside it, waving, and they seem to be so happy. They're all talking about fuel.
I'll rip off a silent image here. These kids look like they could use a little excitement. I'll do like a really playful sort of Chinese dragon that will like fly in a circle around them and then fly off into the sky and disappear. Use up the max amount of volume the thing can occupy, and knowing it don't have
Fuel!
I'll go ahead and play a little tune to accompany it. That seems like a nice thing to do.
Yep.
Does that make you uninvisible?
Nope.
I think I'd still be invisible.
No, I meant Fereosae. You, yes, but Fereosae, I thought.
No, if it doesn't make if it's not an attack roll or doesn't force
okay.
a saving throw, you can stay invisible while doing all these things.
Invisibility is only minutes per level, though, so...
Yeah, probably worn off.
Yeah, I mean, that conversation probably took like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
that was my thinking.
Bullshit, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so I guess we walk in to the tower. You said, so where would like... I'm assuming that there is stables of some sort in this place, right?
They have kennels here instead. They have turned whatever stables this place may have had before your grandfather took it over into kennels.
Yeah, I walked toward the kennels. I miss the dogs. I want to see them.
Okay. Yeah, you spend a lot of time here as a kid as being like a ranger in training sort of thing, and there's a bunch of dogs and some pups, and yes, they're that big.
Excellent. Yeah, Saul sees them, he runs towards them, dives into them, assuming they recognize him.
yeah. There's a few growls at first from one of them, but eventually there is a pile of man-sized dire husky pups that are nipping at you, and they're fuzzy, and it is good to be home.
Yeah, well, the good parts of home, yes.
So, like, where'd you learn the dragon?
Oh, I didn't. We got friends.
So
yes,
while you're cuddling with the puppies,
okay.
Uncle Zong is actually like just asking the cart in general. I think some of your invisibilities have worn off.
Yeah, I guess, driver, please announce us. I'll say, and I'll like bang on the carriage roof. Driver!
Okay, the driver does not say anything.
Oh. Well, in that case, I'll open the door and swing a leg out. I present to you the great wizard Zephyros Tusker, and of course Henry Sinclair Chalmers III at your service. I'll throw an awe in. It does like a +10 on an intimidate check, but I'm not going to try and intimidate them, but it causes like a manifestation of power around me. I think probably I'll open the door and like rays of sunshine and butterflies will pour out kind of thing, where it's like just the nicest old man, just wandered out of the hills, a bit weird juxtaposed next to the scarriage, but
okay. They seem to ooh and ah as you step out, and then ooh and ah at Zephyros and Buchrabech. They're excited to see a wizard, and they're excited to see a boggard and a fant, and now they're fighting over who's going to have what dream that evening about elephants, frogs, and wizards on riding dragons.
And you, as I understand it, are Uncle Zong?
Yeah, that's what they call me. Although I don't know if I'm your uncle. Am I?
I may be yours, good sir, if you know my meaning.
Oh. Yeah, sure, it'll come to me.
There was another amongst us. I'm not sure where she came off to. I heard her piping a moment ago. Fereosae?
Yes.
Fereosae bows, and that causes the wings to stop fluttering, and she falls from the sky, slams into the
I'll just
ground.
circle down and yes.
Oh. Am I seeing double?
Probably.
Maybe.
What do you think, dog? Yep. Yep, me too.
Oh, did we miss something?
Nope. Just conversing with my better mental half.
I know just the conversation. Rest assured, I'll say, tap my head.
What brings you to the halls of... Starts futzing around at his cigarettes again.
Son, it appears he's been gone for quite some time. He wanted to stop in and speak with his grandfather while we were in town.
Yeah, he was out there getting fuel, and he taps at his head.
Yes.
Some good old wood for the fire. Some
yes,
fuel for the engine, for the inspiration.
Yes. Well, Saun has certainly seen some things on his travels. Some I'm sure he even remembers.
Yep. I dreamt of bears.
By the way, so I'm assuming Saun would be with the pups for like, let's say, 8-10 minutes.
Yeah.
At some point, he'd start walking back. So you tell me when he walks back into the car.
He's wandering back. You can see old Zong is talking to them, and they look thoroughly confused. He's asked, "Bears, anyone? Bears?"
Does Saun hear this?
Yeah, your uncle is questioning about bears.
Okay. Yeah, Saun pulls out the statue, and he turns Balamut back into full bear.
Nice.
Whoa. I didn't eat that today.
Saun kind of points to Balamut. He's like, Balamut, this is dog. Named God. God, this is Balamut.
Oh.
Uncle, this is Balamut. Balamut, this is Uncle.
It's real, huh?
Damn straight he's real. By the way, so Balamut hasn't seen me for a while.
Yep.
So I'm assuming he's very excited.
Yeah. Although it might be he's in like timeout. I don't know if time goes by. So Baba gives you a lick, and oh, your great grandfather is gonna be proud of you.
Sounds like maybe.
And we can finally get rid of all those bear skins we put in your room. You know, for the fuel.
You put bear skins in my room.
Yeah, you remember there was a period of time before you went off to the Northlands to find a bear? Like, this was a thing that you wanted to do.
Oh, right.
And there are, like, bear skins and, like, a bear head and bear claws and bear carvings and, like
right.
your kid room is full of bear stuff.
Someone makes a note not to bring Balmuk there.
Yep. Yeah,
like,
don't worry, it's exactly like you left it. Well, close enough anyways.
So what news, Uncle? I've been gone for a few months now. What changed?
Yeah, well, your grandfather's, gone on a couple of his journeys. And then your father's actually doing the good work out there with trading. Your father's a merchant.
Right.
Your father was blessed with true giant blood. Like, he is actually a large creature.
Right.
Your mother's around here somewhere. He looks at the children. Where's Chrissy? She's in there making paint. All right. Brother and sister are out helping your father. Gardening.
Son nods. It's like, what about the city itself? We've only been for a couple of days.
Oh, I don't know about those things. There's all sorts of rotten fuel out there these days. I've seen my fair shake of things that are just fuels for the wrong kinds of fires, if you catch my meaning.
Son nods. Seriously, like he's not.
Old Zong doesn't go out very much, but I hear all sorts of dark tidings. Those are the things you should talk to your great-granddad about. Vladimir's around here somewhere. He's probably up in his tower, peeking a look at things that he shouldn't. Trying to look past it all. Trying to get to the bottom of all this bullshit.
Son nods. Thinks for a little bit.
Well, what do you think there, God? You like the bear? Yeah, it's a bear. It's a well-behaved one for a bear. It's gonna drive them puppies nuts, aren't they? Yeah. I'd keep the bear away from the huskies.
Yeah, they'll probably eat them. You wouldn't want that.
Oh, the bear would eat them. Still,
Nah, he's really friendly.
You know how your great-granddaddy gets about making sure that we are really nice to our animals. You never know when one of them's gonna ascend.
Son nods. He's like, yeah, that's one of the things he and I actually agree on. How are the huskies?
Oh, they're
Are they
fine.
healthy?
They're fine. Another litter, as you saw.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Yep. Grandfather's dreams. Maybe one day we'll be their pets.
Son kind of glances around. He's like, you kind of already are. But it's chill. I love lying among huskies.
You got some strange friends here, and they're most welcome. The stranger, the better.
Some of them are more strange than the others. Mokrenom, could you please come up?
Oh, whoa, what the? Oh, hello. A bunch of children are like freaking out as it talks. I'm gonna dream of it. Oh, hi. What do you got there?
Oh, it's the leader of our party. This is Mokrenom.
Oh, Hi.
It talks.
Oh,
It's a bag.
I could be any container. See? And see? And see?
And they're all wowing, and one of them wants to dream of a bowl that talks, and the other one wants to dream of a barrel that talks, and another one wants to dream of a very nice handbag that talks.
Yeah.
Well, that's a special one. You're probably going to want to show your great-grandfather that one.
Yeah, I have a lot of things to show him. Because you're not wrong. There's trouble in the world. We saw the hags.
Oh. That's not good.
No, and they're going to war. And I need to talk to my grandfather about that.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to. Why are you yapping out here with old Zong?
Well, there's still this joint to finish. And then I pull out like the massive blunt that I brought to my grandfather. I was like, check this out. I brought this for him.
Pretty big.
Yeah. Spent like 10 minutes rolling it.
Well, you know, you could leave that with me, and I'll make sure he gets it.
Sounds like, bro, come on. You wouldn't do this to my grandpa.
He's got other things that he's been using.
I'll need to look into that. Maybe he'll be generous.
He actually puts a hand on your shoulder and goes,
Oh, really? Okay.
remember, he's like 16 times your size.
Is he actually 16 times my size?
Yeah, your grandfather's gargantuan. He's huge. He's
right. Well, I know that he's full giant, but I don't know
he's a cloud giant.
Right. I just don't know like what the relative numbers are, but I know he's much bigger.
You measured one time, and your grandfather is more than 3 times your height.
Right. So that's what I was getting at. Like, I know it's a lot, but I know it's not 16.
Yeah.
But I also know it's really hard to count and measure when you're, when you live here.
Volume.
Listen, entirely possible. Saun is skinny, relatively speaking. So yeah.
We'll talk later, boy. I want to hear about all the things that you've been seeing. Maybe
for sure.
Maybe a bit of your fuel rub off on this old cagey brain of mine.
Well, listen. Tonight, we should probably gather by the fire. The actual fire in the hall, not this fire, and bring everyone. Hopefully, my parents will come. I'll try to find them before, of course. But bring everyone. I'll tell our story.
Yeah, your father's moving goods around in the city. I'm sure you'll be all right with your sister and your brother there. Your sister's grown up to be quite a
Uncle. Don't go there, Uncle.
Strong warrior.
Sure. Yes. Okay. There we go. Mentally sounds like Jesus. So yeah. Anyway, even if they don't come, there's lots of people I missed. And I think we have interesting stories to tell. So maybe later tonight, meet in the Great Hall. I opened my pouch and I brought lots of good stuff. And we and I'm sure it'll give you fuel for weeks. But now I do need to see my grandfather.
Yep.
You know what it is?
Yeah, you guys are invited in. The children kind of announce you that your arrival as the whole group of you starts to go in. Old Zong following behind as you have gone on your a quest, and there will likely be feasting and drinking and smoking later tonight.
By the way, so is the portcullis did they just leave it open, forgetting about it completely?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I'll cast glamour on myself.
Okay. Eventually, your mother does come out. Let me grab her token.
And I call the frilled surprise out. You like nestling him on the shoulder.
You can see your mother talking to Dr. Zavu. Dr. Zavu is the local witch doctor of the compound. He's the one that prepares all the. He's much less a medical doctor and more so an alchemist. He's the one that prepares the potions for your great grandfather, and Mother Katra, which is what she's called, even though her name technically on a document is Christopher.
There. So this.
She comes out. She gives a look. Dr. Zavu sees all of you. He tends to be very focused on his work. He actually goes running back in, not one to entertain, but the children are all coming up and screaming about what dreams they're going to have, and she kind of wades through them like in a practiced manner, spreading the sea of children as she approaches Saun and
spreading the seed of children is so like prodigious. But I hear you.
And then embraces Saun. "It is good to see you, my son," she says.
Stop, mommy. Saun like sobs, hugging her.
Yep. "You have not been eating." She kind of gives you a pinch at your belly.
Been smoking.
"We will eat tonight. Your grandfather will be pleased. You've returned with a bear," she says, and she out of all things picked up the bear.
Yeah. I waved the bear over and like, "Balamut, this is mom. Yep. Mom, this is Balamut."
Okay. She pets the bear in between its eyes, and she almost like makes a prayer over top of the bear. "Your grandfather will be so pleased. It is from... This bear was raised in the Northern Realms, was it not?"
Yes, from Beastlands. How do you know?
Good. He will.
Has he seen him? Has he foreseen his coming?
She smiles. "Your grandfather will be very pleased you found a bear from there."
I was too.
She smiles.
Yeah, and I introduce everyone else to my mom. Does anyone want to say anything?
She shakes their hands and invites them in for blueberry pie and a fruity, like fruit juice mixed with wine.
Is she focused on Zephyros's fingers as she does that?
No, she is not fascinated by Zephyros. She's seen Fant before, but she does a weird thing where she puts aside as you're brought into the hall. She makes sure that there's like a baby cage put out, which kind of sections off a portion of the room for Balamut, and they seem to be feeding Balamut. And if Balamut's behaving, the children are actually brushing Balamut's hair.
I look at Balamut, like, is he comfortable with that?
He's friendly enough that if you're in a friendly mood, he's picking up on that.
Okay. Well, yeah, but like, is he enjoying it? That's my question.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, play with the kids.
The frilled surprise is put in a bathtub and just sort of left alone.
Yeah. So if they bring out like a tub for the frilled surprise, I'm like, don't put water in there. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, we may want a wooden one.
Yeah.
This place is like a fortification turned into, which could only be described as a playground for hippies. Everything is colored. There are streamers. It's not dirty. It's just messy. If you understand the distinction between the two, like my house right now is messy. There's one area that's dirty, but it's messy. Like there's stuff all over the place, right? This place is just like an haphazard organization of all sorts of books and drawing paper and inks and paints and crafts that people are doing and half done. It is There are musical instruments lying here and there, and strange toys, and almost every vertical surface has like a pillow or a cushion or a place where you can nap or sleep. Like there are divans and cushions on the ground, and it's like very comfy in here. They somehow have turned like this Spartan fortification into a veritable fortress of comfort, and it is very easy for all of you to get situated. I don't think any of you are such hard asses that you'd be annoyed at this.
No, not at all. We've been on the road. We slept in a sword school for tough guys.
She begins to pour out this fruit wine, which is really nice. It's kind of like fruit juice.
I help her, by the way.
Mixed with wine.
Set up the table and stuff.
And no two pieces of cutlery that are the same. No two dinnerware or glassware are the same. It is all different, and it is all like would sparkle imaginations.
Oh, so like a colored glass type deal?
Yeah, it's a colored glass or something that's like carved like a unicorn, or something that was like has a big mug with a flap on it, and some of them are dainty and some of them are small, and some of them are like, oh, the handle of this one's all wiggly, like it's.
Are any of them dual use bongs?
There are more adult pleasures in other parts of the room. There is a hookah at the middle of the table that the children know not to touch.
Right.
Thank you, madam. It seems that proper hospitality has suffered a lax these days. Good to see that it's still in order here.
You are friends of Saun. Will you be staying here this evening? She says, almost like that was the most important thing to know about you.
From what I hear, there's a celebration tonight. I suppose we can't miss that, I'll say, looking around.
She smiles.
Saun nods, like, we'll be here for tonight at least.
Wonderful, and she goes around refilling your cups.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And Saun is, again, helping her set up the table. He's
okay.
I guess, just due to habits he picked up on the road. Does Saun smell anything unusual about the wine?
Nope. This is the home brew. You guys once a season in the spring. I guess it would be in the summer. You probably missed it. We'll actually buy grapes, do the foot stomping, and bottle the wine, which then is actually mixed with fruit juice that is also made.
By the way, half giant's foot stomping is like it doesn't always work very well. So there's a lot of grapes lost.
Or they get lots done. Yeah, she makes sure that you guys are fed. They do eat meat here. They raise dogs, so I guess they do have meat. There is a succulent ham, something called pineapple, which they managed to import from Aquatata, is what they said. Oh, and wow. They said, yeah, your father's been very busy.
Where is he? Uncle Saun told me he's in the city. Is he coming back tonight, or is he gone for days?
Might come back tonight. It might be tomorrow. He is, even with the plague and with the recent troubles, people still need to eat. He's been making a lot of deliveries at the noble villas. A lot of them seem to be stocking up.
It's tough times out there.
What was that, my dear?
Dark times out there. Bad fuel, as Uncle Saun would say.
She smiles like you've... Fuel for our dreams.
Yes, yes. It is a fascinating compound you have set out here. Tell me, has it been long in establishment?
Great-grandfather has turned this into a paradise to raise his clan.
Do you keep records, histories, perhaps?
She says, we dream tell.
Grandpa's still around. He remembers everything. So, if you want, just ask him. He might tell you.
We've heard so much of this grandfather.
Grandfather Vladimir you can call him Poppa Vladimir. He does catalog dreams.
Saun's mental image is of like this giant, like old school library, like with slide out drawers.
Yep.
Where there's like microfiche of dreams, but they're all really fucking boring because nobody sees shit. So they're all pretty much the same. So it's like old school newspapers type deal.
Okay.
But he doesn't say anything. That's just like the mental image he has.
We've heard so much of him. Will we be meeting him soon?
He is perhaps recovering from one of his journeys, or perhaps is on one of them. He is an explorer.
Damn straight he is. Aren't we all in the way? Listen, I want to ask you about...
I'm so proud of you, she says. You brought back a bear.
Saun is a little bit confused about that focus on the bear, but he takes it in stride.
Okay.
Because it is getting like a lot of people are mentioning bears now. Oh, by the way, as far as like weapons, when Saun walked in, he just like leaned his bow against the door, but now he's realizing he's uncomfortable without it.
Mm-hmm.
So at some point he like gets up, takes the bow, and just like brings it back and like puts it next to him.
There won't be any need for all those there. Do you want me to go and get them get them settled for the evening's sleep? Ah, yes, they can take the guest quarters upstairs. There are enough beds for all of you. And she turns to Fereosae. If you would like more privacy, you can have your own room.
I would be happy for just a small chamber.
Come.
Yes.
I will take you to the room. It is a the children might run in early in the morning to gather paints.
All right.
Okay, the room is more like a combination of like a giant open closet with all sorts of disguises and like costumes. There are divans in there and a nice like a half bed, sort of a day bed sort of thing that is by the window. There's like a powder room, like you'd almost expect like an actor or some like female noble might have used the setup in here, and it looks like it's used for disguises, like they might put on plays or like just costumes because it's fun. And she don't mind the clothing. Do feel to pick out something if you want.
I shall take it under advisement. Pixel and I will very much enjoy our time here, I'm sure.
How did you meet Saun?
Saun fell out of the sky from a door.
I'm pretty sure that fucking cat is so awesome. I can't wait to line right now. Holy shit.
She's a sweetheart.
Jesus. Yes, and we were in not Bostera. Yes, in Bostera.
Bostera? I thought he went to the Northern Lands. I thought he went.
Indeed. But through a series of interesting events, he ended up here with us through a mutual acquaintance. And then we've traveled together since. It's been such an interesting and delightful time.
You're a fairy, are you not?
I am, yes.
Have you ever walked in dreams?
I have not. I certainly dabbled in doling out sleep, but I have not walked in dreams myself, no.
Oh. You likely have, but you probably do not remember.
Perhaps.
I have a feeling you would be very strong in the dream realm.
Fascinating. I should learn more about it. It seems that your adversaries, that are my adversaries as well, operate operate in the somnolent space.
Poppa Vladimir often likes to meet people for the first time in the dream realm.
Ah,
If you would do me a
perhaps we
favor,
will meet him tonight then.
and she
Yes.
takes out a jar, and there are these like little floating purpley black lotus
Cards. They're worth $36,000 each.
no, lotus flowers in this weird like lavender brine. Could you make sure that each of your companions eats one of these tonight?
Well, you'll have to tell me a little bit more about them.
As I said, Poppa Vladimir likes to meet his guests for the first time in the dream realm.
Yes. I shall give one to each of them, and strongly encourage them to relax.
Good, she says as she plucks one of them and puts it on her own tongue and then eats it. And then she plucks one for you and holds it out.
All right. Yes, I'll go ahead and eat it.
Okay?
I like plants.
Yeah, it tastes like, well, to Matt and Marty, it would taste like you just ate a fucking garden plant, like a flower. It's pretty gross, but
I like plants. I don't like hags. Yep. These guys seem like probably trustable.
Yep. There's enough floating things for each of your companions. Actually, there's only enough for Zephyros. There are 2, I guess.
Zephyros, the professor,
and
Fereosae.
Yeah, and she goes, I'll give one to Saun.
Excellent. Yes, I will go.
There's one extra. There's one you're like Zephyros, professor, and then you're like Buchrabech or Mokrenom. Like, which one am I gonna?
Oh, Mokrenom.
She gives you 3.
The leader of our party.
She gives you 3.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, Mokrenom actually sounds like the most fun because it's for eating.
Yeah.
And he enjoys that so much.
Yep.
Buchrabech might prefer to meet not in dreams. We'll ask him.
And by the way, so none of us hear this conversation, right? Like she took
it off, and then at one point when you guys were eating, she holds out a little black flower to Saun, and you know that this means communal dream time. This is not something that you normally do. Like, you've only done it a couple of times,
right.
But this is like, and then she gives you a playful look, and you notice Fereosae as she points out. Fereosae is like slipping them into like sandwiches. Like, how are you giving them to the other party members?
So sounds like, kind of whispering, like low tone, like right now.
When they go to sleep.
So I'm like, all right.
Okay.
Been a while. So he, swallows on. He sees, like, pounds back a shot of wine.
Why don't you go and take a quick bath? You are rather repugnant. It's like you've been rolling around in all sorts of fuel, she says.
It's fair. I guess Saun does. Like, maybe not immediately, because I'm assuming we'd finish food, but but before they go to sleep, like, I think Saun would.
All right, Fereosae.
Like, he wouldn't do it in, like.
Who are you feeding? Who are you feeding the flowers to, and how are you getting them to eat it?
Can I talk to the Christopher before that, actually?
Sure. You see her coming back, and she seems to be all smiles, and you did notice her like put some food in her son's mouth, but they're all very friendly here. There doesn't seem to be anything nefarious about that.
Madam, I find your establishment to be quite curious. I was wondering, in my time here as a scholar, a searcher for new truths, would you humor an old man and instruct me upon the ways of dreaming that you admire so highly here? It is most curious.
The dream world is a world of the mind, both conscious and unconscious. The dream world can be shared. It can also be a frightful place that is only a reflection.
Oh.
Here, Professor, take one of these. I've eaten one. They are safe and they'll help you dream. You'll be able to meet Vladimir in your dreams and learn much more about it.
Most
I think you'll enjoy the exploration.
meeting the master on his own territory. It is a most curious field experiment we're running here.
Those who are clever in the dream realm will be strong. Those who are wise will be quick to act. And those whom have guile and wit will be healthy.
Saun has heard this like 500 times at this point, so he's kind of nodding off.
Basically what I'm describing is that your int will be your strength in the dream realm, your wisdom will be your dex, and your charisma will be your con.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Nice.
What was that? Can I get that one more time? Int is strength?
Int is strength, wisdom is dex, and your charisma is con.
That's awesome.
Zephyros, I'll definitely give one to Zephyros.
Okay.
We are going to dream tonight, my friend. And in this place, dreams are powerful, and you want to be present in them. This will allow you to be present.
I'm
sure you will want to join us.
Zephyros is reluctantly, can I trust that this will be okay?
You can trust it.
So I was like, yeah, dude.
Okay.
This is legit.
His trunk, he sees everyone else doing it, his trunk grabs a little, grabs the little flower and puts it into his mouth, and he chews on it.
Yeah, I mean,
If you are...
makes a notion like chase it.
Yeah, his trunk goes and finds a glass and then drinks it down.
If you're worried, Mokrenom could watch over you and not dream. If you're especially worried, we could ask Buchrabech to keep an eye on us and bring Mokrenom with us.
I would be pleased to act as guard.
I think that's why I said it. Yes, I think so. A healer.
What am I doing?
Mokrenom.
Yes?
For eating.
Oh, okay.
The little flower disappears.
Saun then pours like a glass of wine into Mokrenom.
He does a weird gurgle that only something that is a aberration could do.
Is it for eating or keeping?
So when he finally asks, he's just swirling the wine around in his mouth.
The wine?
Yeah,
I
the
think
wine.
that's for eating.
Okay,
too,
he swallows it down. It's almost like he eats the liquid. She seems to be pleased. She does say to, you're a learned man.
Yes, madam. I've spent my entire life in the service of scholarly pursuits.
You may want to speak to Dr. Zavu before leaving.
Oh?
He is a herbalist and an alchemist.
Yes. About anything in particular, or he is just a learned man worthy of conversations?
Probably that, she says. He doesn't have many friends.
Ah, yes, well, I have experienced my own isolation, self-inflicted at times.
Saun butts into this conversation. Is like, part of that is due to the fact that he's so fucking high all the time that it's hard to make friends even for us.
Well,
He does taste some of his own wares.
Yeah, damn straight he does.
If you want to go and talk to your grandfather real quick before this evening, you
Do you
can.
think he's recovered?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely do. Saun gets up, grabs the bear, and carries the bear, or not carries, but
you lead up. You pass by your old quarters. The door is slightly ajar, and you can see the bearskin rug and the bear hanging above your bed, and you're realizing that they might have coaxed you into wanting a bear.
I'm okay with that.
Like there might have been like not so subtle hints that bears were really cool and that this is something you should pursue. It was your own decision to go up north, but was it? You know, now you're like Bahamut's nose kind of pushes into your back.
Yeah, I close the fucking door and
Okay. Bahamut caught a whiff of something maybe you didn't like. Sitting up in his observatory in this really, really big chair, sort of lounging, is your grandfather.
Holy
Vladimir.
shit, is that Dolph Lundgren?
Oh my god.
Oh, yes!
Oh my Vladimir.
And he is that big compared to you.
Awesome.
He's lounging. There is like a literal amphora of wine that he's drinking from, like it was a small cup.
Yeah,
and you know he seems to be deep in thought. There's this weird telescope thing. You know that he puts in weird lenses. He spends a lot of time creating new lenses as he tries to peek beyond. He calls the stars lies, and he seems to be lost in thought for a moment as he's sipping from his wine. You and the bear are like in his chamber.
We approach, try not to distract him. Like, we're not stealthing, but just approach quietly. And then, in a very chilled manner, because you're not supposed to yell in this compound, I'm like, hey, Grandpa.
Oh, it is a good young lad. Come here, give me a hug.
Yeah, so I do.
Yeah, he
that.
picks you up and kind of like you were a kid, kind of just hugs you over one shoulder and then hugs you over the next shoulder and holds you up for a little bit. You've gotten bigger, but skinnier. His thumbs are just kind of digging into your ribs.
Yeah. The stuff is strong in the other pearls.
He puts you down. What is this?
And I'm like, bear.
He kind of like grabs the bear. You know, like a vet will like look at a dog and kind of manhandle the dog and check out its teeth and like the vet is
a good vet will be very much like careful of that.
Yeah. It's like Poppa Vladimir or Patriarch Vladimir is so strong that the bear's in a good mood. It's fed and he's got braids in his hair and.
Well, he also just saw me hug this dude.
Yep, and he might recognize familial scent, perhaps, but he kind of lets out like a little whine, like it's from the north.
Yeah, this is Bahamut. This is my friend.
It is a good name for a bear.
Yeah, came to me in the dream, obviously.
Did he? Did you tell me about the trees where you found him? Were they red?
Well, were they? I don't believe they were.
Make it up.
I tell him about the forest where I found him, because this was at the beginning of my or like midway through my Eastlands journey. I left when I was level 7. I was level 3 or no 4 when I met Bahamut. So I tell him about the Beastlands. I tell him about the Fae there. I tell him about the trees. I tell him about the other trees.
Did you find trees that bled blood?
Not when I met the bear, but later, yes. The Beastlands are in trouble. And most of the world is. I think hags are going to war, Grandpa. And I want to talk to you about that.
The fucking crones. Yes, they're out there. They're out there still, circling around on their brooms.
Well, they weren't really doing that, but they are riding people in the dreams.
I've killed my fair share of night hag in Dream Realm.
Oh, in the dream realm, sure. No, I mean I just saw them, in the actual realm. But they are riding. They are going to war. I think they're fighting the Fae. Satyrs are on their side. There are multiple pearls. They're trying to freeze the Beastlands. Or maybe it's a side effect of what they're doing.
I look forward to exploring your dreams with you. I wish to catalog them for posterity.
It's understandable. I'll do my best.
It has been some time since I have been up to the Beastlands. It has been even longer than I've been up there in the dream world. It is a place that is... It is guarded.
When I was in Beastlands, did I sense anything special about my dreams there?
You're not like an explorer of the dream realm like your grandfather is. So
okay.
You might have been excited that you were there because it was a different environment. It was definitely wilder, and you were getting new experiences. Nothing in particular.
Okay. Yeah, then I don't comment on that then.
There is a story that I need to tell you. Seek me out in the dreaming tonight, and I will actually show you. But it has to do with the ascension of animals to great beings. And he pets the bear.
That far back, huh?
This story is not that old. Why do you think I raise dogs?
Saun is totally shocked. It's like, because they're cute and wonderful and they lick and it's beautiful.
They are good companions and they know when you're good to them.
Sure, but all animals know that.
Long ago when they were gods, the older gods, they fought titans and other gods, and many died. Many died, it was sad. But some of the gods, they said to themselves, let us, before we leave, we know that war is ending poorly for us and that we're going to die. Very sad. But they gave unto their servants the biggest of gifts. To some, they rewarded their manservants, but they realized that their manservants had failed them because lose war. Sad. But they gave to their animals, to cats, elephants, and even rats. They gave to them, what did they give?
Saun is still slightly high. And then it's like, no. And he looks at his own hands like, no.
They gave to them thumbs, and with thumbs these animals could pick up things and eventually had to name things that they pick up, and they have speech and they start to walk upright and wear clothes and go to market.
Saun is still looking at his hands. He missed the complete previous sentence. Like, no. It's like, can you repeat that? And I'm assuming he does.
Yeah. There is funny thing that has happened to bear in Beastland.
To my bear? Or all bear?
I don't know.
So what happened?
That is why I'm happy you brought Bear back from Beastland. We are going to go and look at his dreams and figure out why.
Do you have any more of those? So I'm assuming I would know what they're called.
Yep.
Like, so what are they called?
They're Dream Lotus.
Do you have any more Dream Lotus? My mother had only a few, and we already, took some. Each one of my companions should see.
Yes. We don't want to... I want to meet your companions first before teaching them story about Bear.
Okay. So how are we going to look at the bear's dreams then?
We will do that after.
Okay.
But we have to be careful because giving animals thumbs is big business.
We don't want to give him thumbs. He's happy without thumbs.
It is a thing that might get attention of the people who are in the know. We have to be ready before any pets the top of the bear's head, before we delve into such secrets.
Saun nods. By the way, this whole time Saun is sitting in his lap, I'm assuming.
Yeah, sure. You're sitting beside him on the divan or whatever. Yeah,
No, on his lap.
on his lap. Sure, it's
Yeah.
it's Poppa Vladimir. It's
Like you're old. You're like
yeah.
infinite. to his
Yeah,
eyes.
he lives for hundreds of years, and you're just like a kid. So
Yeah.
it is a mystery that all inherited races probably want to find a piece of understanding, and perhaps Papa Vladimir can figure out what happened to Bear in Beastland. Why it happened now, not a long time ago with the rest of them.
Oh.
Son nods in thought. But I'm assuming there's nothing that Son saw in the Beastlands that would like provide any hints to this. We didn't really role play through his time in
Yeah,
Beastlands.
you're like, there were weird things in the woods. There were a couple times you felt like you were being watched. Balamut was strangely smart to begin with.
Oh, so that didn't happen to him later. That was from the beginning.
He was a cub. You raised him since he was a cub, but
Right.
he was on the cusp of cub and adult, but he was smart.
Okay, I just assumed it's because of my intelligent company that he picked up.
Yep.
You know, +1 and.
Yep.
Okay.
Of course, you might just not know enough.
Probably not. Yeah.
There are other reasons why we need to keep our eye on the Beastlands.
So.
If new power is there, we must ask ourselves where new power came from.
Well.
And why now?
The hags
If
are at war with Dreamland Beastlands. Could they have brought it? Are they powerful enough?
Do not know why something happening with Bear. The reason why I know something happening with Bear is bears have dreams now that are not bear dreams. They are people dreams.
That's horrible. Bear dreams are so much better.
It is something that I have noticed, and we must keep hush. But for us to go into Dream Realm to go have look-see, we need to surround ourselves with people who are brave enough to go into Dream Realm. Papa Vladimir cannot go because hags by the dozen will come flying out of the ether to come and attack Papa Vladimir. I will do this, but I will go in opposite direction, while some people go towards Bear.
Son nods. Is like, well,
But first, we
my
need to...
companions are very cowardly, but they'll probably do it.
But
They'll
first, we need to
very-
figure out if these new friends of yours can handle themselves in Dream Realm. First, I will meet them. We make dream chat, and then we'll see how they fare against Dream Wraith.
Son nods. It's like, my companions are very stupid, but they're also very cowardly, so they'll be great in dreams. Because
We are. We kind of are.
he seems to like. I am not surprised, but beggar can't be chooser.
yeah, it's understandable. Yeah, so Son at some point is like, oh, by the way, I brought you this. And he pulls out the, dual Touchmaster Mega Joint.
he takes it. I accept your offering. He puts it down like on
the ritual, the conveyance of the blunt is performed.
I may have checked in on you from time to time. You may have remembered or maybe not remembered some dreams where you saw grandfather. It is okay. I make sure that you are right.
Son nods and is like, 2 last things, Grandpa. First, we came across an altar of a Shardalon.
Ooh.
And I think he's activating. It's been a long time, I know, but the altar did respond, and it was not pleased with seeing the symbol of Iambulus.
There are some places where Vladimir has learned not to go, because just like our god, strange things will happen when they wake. Some of these things will be very bad for many people when they wake up. There are many things that are hidden in these pearls, locked in these pearls. And
What
we
a
are
short
and we are living in them. A Shardalon, this name I know. I will have to think on this. It is it is dragon that dreams of scorched earth and ash. It is not a friend of the living.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just wondering if Chardalon and Hags, the master or mistress Hags, could have been taking their power from the same place to corrupt the bear, if nothing else.
A Shardalon is agent of destruction, ash and fire. Let us hope that they are not friends with Hags.
You might be right. Yeah, and I guess he's a red dragon, and Hags are aligned with winter. They already destroyed pearls, though. One of my compatriots is from the realm of autumn, and she's now homeless. So you might want to talk to her in the dream.
Yes, I will meet all of them in dream.
Yes, and another thing, I think I'm ready, Grandpa. Now that I've traveled, I actually do want to become a priest of Iambulus. I know I was against it in the past.
First you bring bear from Beastlands, and then you make your great-grandfather a very, very proud grandfather.
Sean looks at the joint, is like, really? With that? Or the blunt?
I will teach you how to become priest.
Sean nods. Ritually fist bumps the grandfather. And
He just sort of looks up his fist and like this little tiny like tick.
Yes.
Yeah. So if he takes up a 3x3x3 square, that means there's 27 squares. You take up 1 square. So by volume, he's 27 times bigger than you are.
Right.
Although it might not work out that way. Like the monster manual entry says he's 21 feet tall and 5,000 to 8,000 pounds. But D&D always gets like weights wrong for big creatures.
5,000 to 8,000 pounds, and I am 290 pounds. So we're talking difference of factor of 17.
Yeah, so 16 was. I mean, Uncle Zong was pretty on the money there.
Yeah, actually, it was
surprising.
I am very excited that you are here. I've told you much. We might need to do this in small steps. It will be good to have a family member that is priest again.
Have there been no new ones?
Your grandfather was priest, my son.
But there were people studying to be priests when I left. What happened to them?
They are studying. Not all can become great priests. I have high hopes for you. You are your grandfather's grandson. You know.
The son was confused for like 6 seconds. Like, oh yeah, I got you.
My son was taken, however. You know story. The hags.
Yeah, I heard it many times.
It is the wretched Baba Yaga.
Yeah, been in her place.
May she ever be chased by the hammer of Odin.
Son repeats the ritual curse.
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, I was actually in her prison for a little bit. I escaped, but my friend didn't. So now he lost his memory.
Maybe you learn if you become good priest to break curse. It is thing priests do.
Some nods. It's like it'll probably take a while, but yeah.
Maybe if your friends help, Poppa Vladimir break curse for them as payment. You know, friends scratching each other's back, and he scratches the bear's back.
The bear's like, oh god.
Yep. It is good to see you, son. We will see you later when you fall asleep. I will have special meeting with each of your companions. I will learn their mettle.
Oh no.
Yeah. So yeah, son like jumps off his lap.
Yep.
Lands, breaks a bone due to the height. Limps away. Is like turns, then turns back, says the ritual
Yep.
sweet dreams, and yeah, kind of lumbers off with Balamut. By the way, since this is the top of the observatory, Balamut has real trouble walking down the stairs. So this walk down takes like 30 minutes.
You do notice that Vladimir, when he pet Balamut, maybe got a little bit of the fur stuck to like a sweaty palm, and you notice him carefully taking the fur off his palm and putting it into a little jar.
Yeah, that's, Grandpa does things. He might smoke that later. I don't know. And then Son also realizes he's never smoked the bear fur. He makes a mental note to try one time.
Okay, that's sure. It's a very Son assumption. I think we need a name for tonight's game.
Man, what a nice end to it. That was awesome.
As you guys have eaten your dream lotuses and will enter the dream realm at the beginning of next term. What's that?
I'm so worried about that. The professor's dreams are probably tortured, veiled nightmares. It can't be good. It's self-delusion and like just shadows creeping in the periphery.
Well, and also being like super fucking evil.
If you guys want, can you come up with a token that is your dream representation of yourself? Like Fereosae might be like bigger and grander in her dreams, whereas the professor might be much more evil and sinister in his dreams. Okay. Saun just might be Saun. like it just might be, hey, it's me. And then I think like Zephyros. Also, you have your past lives. You could also be. Some of you have past lives. You could also be manifestations of those in your dreams as well.
Mokrenom is just the most glorious amphora imaginable.
Yeah, so if you find some weird aberration thing for Mokrenom, that would be great too. So that is your homework for next game. And if somebody, I'll create if you want to just drop the images in, if you don't know how to create tokens, I'll just create a sheet at the bottom called Dream Images. And put that
you might as well, because I have a feeling these will come back beyond just next game.
Yeah, so I'm seeing your grandfather as occasionally like when you're going down to the hut and exploring, and then going off and doing other things and coming back. There's a whole series of plot lines of you guys exploring the dream realm to go figure out things. So the second you said I wanted to worship the dream god, I've had this rolling around in my head.
Oh my God.
I couldn't wait for you guys to get back here.
This is so exciting. Dream adventure? Yeah. Oh my God.
I fucking love the fact that he's Dolphin.
Yeah, dude.
That is the best shit.
So good.
And I'm doing my best cheesiest Russian accent.
No, it's like different. By the way, this point wasn't raised, but I'm assuming like my mother was speaking common to everybody.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
But that's also like not what she would speak to me one-on-one. And Grandpa and I didn't speak common.
Yeah, these guys probably speak giant, right? So
the Kavangian.
That's right. The human side of you guys are Kavangian. We need a name for tonight's realm, or for tonight's game.
Well, we saw Luudo. Something to do with old friends. No memory.
Luud Awakenings.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
All right.
Lou, sweet Lou.
Sweet Lou. Yeah, basically I've got him off to the side, if Levi joins us again.
Speaking of which, when's the last time you heard from him?
We have a text thing going that it's been a couple weeks. It's been, to be honest, maybe
only a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Is he alive still?
Yeah.
He's still alive. He's still
a chicken coop in his backyard right now.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
He's projecting his boredom out into his backyard, I think.
Kind of projects.
Yeah.
There's a coop. Even though I live in the fucking Seattle, there's a coop on the other side of the park from me, and there used to be a goose there, and now there's 2 geese.
Nice.
And I don't know how that happens. Like, I mean, I know how it happens, but like, what I don't understand is how it happened even though there was only one. But yeah, maybe they just bought another one.
Oh
Cool.
shit! I think I got my token idea, guys. I'm gonna save it for next week, but I just had
Yeah. Feel free to put, if you come across things that are good for the other characters too, feel free to put ideas in there and let me know how it goes.
Where?
There's just a
Oh,
sheet.
I
there's
see.
a-
I
yeah,
see.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, this is a good place to leave it. Matt, you're good?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
All right,
I'm
okay.
excited about the dream world.
The dream world? All
It's
right.
gonna be a lot of fun. I found an awesome looking picture.
Awesome.
Um,
Yeah, this is like exploring Dream Realm is something I've never done as a DM either. So I'm excited to like prepare this.